Hey, what's up, creators? Welcome back to an all new episode of Life of a Creator. This is season 2, episode 7. We are back here in the studio. I am super excited to be back home in my own workspace. New York was absolutely fab. It's always a good time when I go to New York. That was actually my third time going, and this time around I was able to take care of some business and meet with the people I needed to meet with to start getting things produced and made. And also I was able to be a tourist in New York and just explore the different neighborhoods and all the things. You can never explore all of New York within one trip, and so that was my third time going, and I was able to check out some museums that I have never checked out. One was the Met Museum. The Met was absolutely fab. My intentions were to go to the Costume Institute and check out the exhibition, but I checked with the staff to see on why, like, I was on the elevator and the elevator wouldn't let me down to that floor. And so they was basically telling me that it closed, the exhibition closed at the end of sometime last year, and the new one opened up around this time, right after the Met Gala. And so I will be checking it out. Ooh, I don't know if I'm going back to New York this year. I don't know, but I will be checking it out. If it's not this year, I will check out probably the next exhibition next year. Because I want to go and check out that wing of the Met Museum. And so that was fab. I also went to another museum called the Summit Museum, and it has over 100 floors, and on the observation floor is nothing but glass. You can got 360-degree view of all of New York, and so I was able to experience that. That was nice. And I also checked out a lot of different neighborhoods, like Chelsea in particular was a really chic, fab neighborhood. I checked out the Chelsea Market. I went to the Little Island, I believe is what it's called, right off the Hudson River, and that was nice. And I did some shopping. I did some eating and more shopping and more eating, and just walked around New York. I walked down this trail called the High Line. It goes through Hudson Yards and go into Chelsea neighborhood. And I also checked out the vessel that was in Hudson Yards. And so I did pretty much a lot of cool things in New York, and also got some work done. And so speaking of work, guys, again, we are back here in the studio, and we are going to start this week off strong. I got my coffee here, and I am ready to lock in to my projects. And I'm going to pick back up where I left off at, was making my sleeve pattern. I need to work on the pocket part of the sleeve and get as much as that done this week, so we can move right along into the pant part of the jumpsuit and knock that out. I did write out on my calendar for the rest of the month. I want to have my entire jumpsuit completed as far as drafting out the patterns this month, so that next month we can start working on the sample part and getting that knocked out, so we can move right along into look 2. Again, I want to have 2 to 3 different looks, 2 to 3 different strong looks for the debut collection. And so my goal is to, again, knock out the patterns part this month, and we can move right along to the next step. And so, guys, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and dive right in to my sleeve.
Yeah.
All right, creators. So that is a wrap on this week's episode. We have finished drafting out the sleeve. I am super excited because I am done early than what I expect to be done. It's only Thursday and we got the sleeve completed. And so that is a wrap with that. You know, in the previous episodes, we have already drafted out the bodice, the front and the back of the bodice, and also the pockets to the bodice and the collar and all the things. So the entire top part of the jumpsuit is done. And now we're just going to move right along into next week. And next week episode is going to be me drafting out the pant part of the jumpsuit. And then that following week is going to be the sample. Start cutting and sewing the sample. And so, guys, everything is moving along pretty fast. I'm super excited and I'm super tired, but you know, a little hard work ain't gonna hurt nobody. So, again, I am proud. I've got all of this done in a nice, timely manner. And now I just got to move right along into the pen. And so that is going to be a wrap for this week's episode, guys. I know this week episode was a little short, but hell, last week episode was almost an hour long. So this one I'm sure is not too bad. You know, it's a lot shorter, and I don't know. I may like it this short. You know, you guys let me know if you like it or not in the comment box below. But I don't know. I may like it. Yeah, guys. Until then, we will. I need. Okay. I need to stop saying guys because I don't want to offend anybody, you know, any females out there who's watching, and you know, I'm addressing you all as guys. And so I'm starting to practice to say you all, or you know, creators or what have you, and not just be like, hey you guys. So I'm working on it, God. I'm working on it, you all. I'm so conditioned to say you guys. But yeah. So with that all being said, you all, I will check back in with you in next week episode.
Yeah.